Hello, welcome back. Now, in my last video, I talked about my beginning of utilizing critical thinking in understanding life, equality, fairness, the two things that I question a lot in my early days in America. Now, I stay in Albany. My freshman year was my last year in Albany. Living in the project, the ghetto, was just for 1 year. And then after that, I changed legal guardians and moved to the suburb of upstate New York, Clifton Park, Saratoga. Okay, for those that know upstate New York, the racetrack. Yes, I live about half an hour away from Saratoga Raceway, or I think that's what they call it. Been many decades since I've been there, but there I went to a predominant white school system. Shenandoah High School has almost 3,000 students. I graduated with almost 700 other students. Yes. And I was the only Asian in the class. As tough as I thought living in Albany was, living in upstate New York was harder because, when I was in Albany and go to a poor school system with mostly minority, wearing second-hand clothes was not a big deal. I didn't need to look good. I didn't need to impress. I didn't care. But that changed when I went to Shenandoah High because mostly middle class, well-to-do, and there I felt very conscious for the first time. Okay, sure, I'm always gonna be small, always gonna be short, but for the first time, I really didn't like looking, dressing so poorly compared to other kids. It did bother me. Okay, it did bother me. Um, Luckily, right away, after the first week of going to school, I was able to obtain a job through the school, bagging groceries at a grocery store nearby. And I utilized that fully. I worked 30 plus hours a week, whatever the maximum time that I can work, I did. So I worked Monday through Friday. Every day after school, I take the school bus that would drop me off right there. So I work from 4 to 9, and then I always work a full day on Sunday because Sunday was time and a half. I was making $4 an hour, and then on Sunday I can make $6 an hour. Yeah. So the drive of me wanting to work started pretty much there, and I enjoy working. I enjoy earning a living. I enjoy being able to buy my own clothes, my own sneakers if I wanted to, being self-sufficient. Even though I have a legal guardian, I didn't really wanted to rely on a legal guardian to provide things for me. At at my early age and early days in America, for whatever reason, I did not want to owe anybody anything. I appreciate that they provide a safe environment, a roof over my head, but at the same time, I want to do as much as I can on my own for myself. Okay, I don't know how or where that kind of mindset came from, but that was how I approached life in those early days. And I like that. Okay, I like the fact that I was able to hone my work ethics at that early age. And I like working. Okay, I like earning. I like, and I knew at that point that For whatever reason, as strange as that sound, being unshackled from my parents, I just didn't feel a need to do super well in school. I did okay. I was not straight A's, but I think I have high enough GPA to be in the National Honor Society, whatever that meant. But my SAT score was not very high, not high enough to get any kind of scholarship. But at that point, I felt that I could do whatever I wanted. I didn't need to be a doctor. I didn't need to be an engineer. I didn't need to do anything that my parents wanted me to do. I can do whatever I wanted. And I felt that I am smart enough that it will be okay. For whatever reason, I had the confidence in me that I felt that, no matter what I do, I'll be okay. I didn't mind working. Okay, so I didn't mind working any kind of jobs. So I'm not concerned that, I need to be, a doctor to better myself. At that point, I felt that if I can do this, if I can work 30 plus hours a week at the age of 16, 17, 18, and provide for myself, that's the start. I can do this, okay? I don't need to be successful to be okay. I will be okay. And that's the start of me breaking away from the model minority without knowing it, okay? Because I just didn't look at life in the same way as many Asian American. I need to be a doctor. I had to be an engineer. I'd have to do nothing. Just I'm not bound by cultural expectation, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I didn't have that kind of pressure put on me. I was free to make my own decision. I was free to do whatever I wanted. At the same time, I was free to make the mistakes on my own. As I mentioned in previous video, luckily the few mistakes I made here and there was not a big deal. But I found my way through life, doing things my way. For sure, critical thinking, questioning why was a big assistant to me. And from that point on, in those early days, I was always the kind of worker that questioned everything. Why do I have to do this? Why do I need to do things this way? How can I do something better, a different way, and achieve the same result? If I can have any of my bosses from my early days through my late 20s, before I start my own business, I think many of them, if not all of them, will tell you that Nick was a great worker. One of the best workers we ever had, but he's also one of the biggest pain in the ass. Because I question many things. Not that I question authority. Yes, I have respect for my bosses, but at the same time, I question why I was told to do everything this way or that way, when I can clearly see that it is not the best way. Okay, so I'm always the kind of worker in those early days that say, okay, you want me to get this done? Can I do it this way? And often later they agree that the new way was better. But that's me, okay? My analytical mind at those early years see things very simple. Okay, the fastest wave between 2 points is a straight line, right? So if I need to get something done, I'm not gonna do all kind of things that waste a whole lot of time that achieve nothing better. I will get it done the simplest, most efficient way. But that's how I approach life, and that also helped me later in my own business. But for sure, questioning authority was at the time not known to me, but that's part of breaking the mold of being a model minority, and I'm so thankful for that. um, I want younger people today, not just Asian, okay, any race. If I have to give an advice to any young people out there about, you know how to be successful in life, one of the advice would be, no doubt, break away from the mold. Okay, there is always a different way to approach anything in life. You will find and make mistakes. You will make mistakes here and there, but don't be afraid to veer away from what is considered standard, normal. Um, Life is about taking chances. Life is about taking risk. There is nothing wrong with failures. Okay, I can't say enough about, if you talk to any successful business person, any successful entrepreneur, all of them, I'm pretty certain, will tell you that they failed at something before they succeeded. So it's okay to fail. You had to try many things. I didn't succeed at my first business. I had a whole lot of crazy ideas that I tried that didn't work. But I tried. Okay? That's the first step, is try. Okay? A lot of people that I know are fearful of trying. I don't get that. Okay? It's easy to talk. It's easy to talk about what you want to do, what you want to achieve, but a lot of people fail at the very start trying. Don't just think about it, talk about it. Try it, test it out, do it. Okay? And that's it for this video. I hope it makes sense. But for now, stand up, chin up, and speak up. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.